Portland is running short on housing, and it's getting harder and harder for us to afford life here. We need a better way of adding housing in neighborhoods to protect what we love while giving us the capacity that we need. Introducing dynamic density, a citizen-powered planning process. What is dynamic density? It's a process for creating neighborhoods that have a diversity of housing options at a density that supports transit, retail, and services, and parks and schools. Having diverse options means a range of affordability. People can find housing and stay in the neighborhood long-term as their housing needs evolve. The challenge is not if we grow, it's how we grow. But is the process that we're using to plan our neighborhoods now holding us back? Under our existing system, neighborhood planning is a planner-powered, bureaucratic process. Planners look at a map and come up with ideas for how to zone neighborhoods. These ideas are presented to the public, and people have a limited ability to weigh in and suggest changes. Zoning is a really blunt instrument for shaping cities, and it has a homogenizing effect on our built environments. Dynamic density is about neighborhoods parsing their own housing stock, their own blocks, and their own streets. Traditional zoning creates places that are uniform and exclusionary. New zoning is applied to a neighborhood, and over time it begins to change. Because of the dictates of the real estate market, all new development in the rezoned area will tend to follow what is known as the highest best use of the land from an economic perspective. This means that every building will max out, so to speak, the available zoning capacity. Larger and larger swaths of the neighborhood begin to resemble the letter of the law in the zoning code, not what neighbors actually value. Uniqueness is gradually transformed to uniformity as the cycle plays out. Dynamic density, on the other hand, strives to replicate a more organic form of growth. Neighborhoods are given a growth target and evaluate what sites are best suited to new housing. They are given a menu of options to choose from to create the new housing, and the ability to select where is best for it to locate in order to preserve existing features that people care about. This allows neighborhoods to meet and oftentimes exceed the targets for new housing that zoning would create. We can create diversity of price points within buildings where top floors with top-level views command much higher rents, reserving the lower levels for more affordable housing. A much more diverse mixture of building types within a neighborhood allows a much more diverse mix of household types. People of different income levels and different stages of life can easily find a home here. We can mix it up within a building so that people don't need to move to different neighborhoods when their needs change or their ability to pay changes. A really important question to ask is, who benefits from this change? Under our current system, the city government levies systems development charges on new housing, and all that money goes into the city's general fund. It may be earmarked for specific kinds of projects, but those are all at large in the entire city. Dynamic density creates a neighborhood bank. When systems development charges are levied on new development, a portion of that money stays locally. Neighbors can opt to allow more development, and that gives them more access to funds to spend on projects that benefit their neighborhood. Money still goes to the city, but now neighborhoods have the ability to enhance their own communities. We believe that when we give neighborhoods the right incentives and the right tools, they can make the best choices to accommodate growth while preserving the most beloved features of their communities.